Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, a full-time reseller. If you like all things reselling, you've come to the place because today is a special video of a reseller tip. I do a lot of videos on what's sold and the items I buy to sell on eBay, but a very common question that I get is, how do you know when to buy an item? How do you know when you're looking at it if that should be an item that you buy? And I want to cover that today because the number one rule that I've gotten better, and you get better as you do it. I think this is a skill that only gets better the more you do it, and that is learning sell-through rate. What is sell-through rate? And it is such a pivotal part of your business that's going to decide if you're going to become a storage unit or a reseller. Because if you're buying items that don't sell, chances are you're not going to sell it. Or if you buy items that are what they call long tail, means you're going to sit on that item for way longer than you want to. So when you really put your focus in a higher sell-through rate, then you know that item is going to sell fast. So I'm going to go over some items that have a really good sell-through rate and items that have a lower sell-through rate and when I am okay with doing that. There's always gray areas. There's always exceptions to the rule. The number one rule is you can break your rules, and I do plenty of times. Sometimes it bites me, sometimes it pays off, but generally speaking, and this is a very good thing to start with as a new reseller, is making sure that that sell-through rate is at least 50% or higher. So what I mean is when you are looking at an item, and I'm going to show you examples, but when you are looking at an item on the eBay app or on the eBay desktop, and you see that there are 100 of that item available, when you filter to sold items, you want to see at least 50 of that item have sold. That is a 50% sell-through rate. You want, ideally, if when you can find over 100% sell-through rate, and I have some examples of those today, where the item, there's say 100 available, but there's 200, 300, 400 sold, you know that item is going to sell fast. So grab it. As long as the price is right, you're going to make profit and get out of there. The times that I'm okay with a lower sell-through rate is when the profit is really high. There's still a limit. I'm not going to buy something that one sold and there's 100 available. No, it's never going to sell. Whether I'm going to make $50 or $500, I'm not going to sit on it for one sold out of 100 available. It's not worth me storing it for however many years it takes for that item to sell. So that's the difference with paying attention to sell-through. That's why I had so many items that I needed to get rid of at my garage sale. So many items that sat stale in my store, not selling, because I didn't realize how important that was. I was just seeing, oh, I can buy this item for $1 and flip it for 20, and not realizing it's going to take me 2 or 3 years to make that 20 bucks. So sell-through rate is the number one rule I need to enforce in anybody starting out with eBay. And I have some great examples today. So let's dive in to my computer, and I want to show you some of these items that have lower sell-through rates but are still worth buying, and items that have ridiculously high sell-through rates that you always want to be looking for. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is Vendoo. If you've been following me, I was not a big cross-lister. I thought it was a whole nother full-time job having to cross-list. It was very tedious. I didn't see the benefit of it, and I never found the time to do it. That was until I found out about Vendoo. They are an absolute game changer when it comes to cross-listing. The number one thing that I loved about them is their app. They have an app, and I'm going to show you the desktop version today, but this is by far the most superior cross-listing app that there is. And it's because they do more than just cross-listing. They're also a full inventory management. So let's take a look on the computer, and I'm going to show you what that site looks like. Okay, friends, so as you're on their website, I've got some inventory listed here, and you can see these are items that I have on both eBay and on Mercari. And to do that, you can import straight from eBay. You do have to do this from the desktop app, which is totally fine. You can import from eBay. It's getting my latest items. All right, well, it's pulling more items in. I'm going to take just a couple items here and show you how easy it is to import. So I'm going to choose this Here we go. Change that a little bit. Realistic speakers and this Garmin Edge cycling. I just listed these yesterday over on eBay. I am going to import these items. There were two that I just selected, then these two that I just added. It's going to show that it is now almost complete. All right, so now they are going to be over here in my inventory. So now I can go over to my phone while I'm waiting in line at the pickup line, or I'm at my daughter's dance studio, and I can do the rest of this straight from the phone. That's how simple this is. So I'm going to take this item here. It's active on eBay, and I'm going to go and list it on Mercari. It is already pre-filled for the most part. I'll be able to put in that this is Texas Instruments. It's already categorized. It wants the model. What do we got here? 200. All right, we're just going to choose other because it doesn't have that one. We're going to put in the shipping label. We're going to have the buyer pay first class. I'm going to leave the pricing the same. List on Mercari. So it was seriously that simple. And if I wanted to go and list it on Posh or list it on any of the other marketplaces that are widely available, I can do that as well. So they make it super easy to cross list. It will also automatically delist it on the other platforms. What? Yes. When this item sells on eBay, Vendoo will automatically remove that listing. Game changer right there. So if you want to try out Vendoo for yourself, there'll be a link down in the description. You get 25% off your first month, and you've got to try it, guys. It is a game changer when it comes to cross listing. Okay, so after that, let's dive into more of these amazing items with great sell-through rate. Okay, so first thing I want to do is just show you a couple items here that sold in the last week. Because they sold so fast, I didn't even have time to film this video before it's already sold and sent out. One of those items being this HP ink toner cartridge, okay? I picked this up at my Amazon bins. I paid $15. I was 3 hours past actually past the store opening. So I was surprised this was still sitting on the shelf. Brand new, sealed, beautiful. Music to my ears. It sold for $300. And the reason it sold so fast was because of that sell-through rate. So I'm over here on, I'm going to clear out these filters. I'm on eBay. I'm going to put in the HP 212X high-end. All right, we do a search. I filtered it to new because this one is new. And it's got 221 available. When I come down here and I filter it to sold, it's got almost 150 sold. So it is, what is that, 75%? Forgive my math, but roughly 75% sold. However, it is mixing in some of the different colors. The cayenne is the one that is more rare. These are also a smaller box. So we're not comparing apples to apples in this situation, but you can see that it was still selling really well, and the sell-through rate was more than that 50% happy place. I also saw this comp right here, sold on September 5th, which was 2 weeks ago, a week before I actually bought it, and it sold for $310. Yes, please. So obviously I grabbed it. So that one was a very good sell-through rate. It wasn't more than 100%, but we're still comfortable at that 50% sell-through. Another item that sold last, or actually just sold, yeah, I think I just shipped this yesterday, is this Peak Design camera strap. Okay, this is also a bins find, and it is new. If we go to how many are available of this item, 104. I can even narrow it down more and say that it was new. I think I listed mine as open box. So we'll do open box, so we're comparing apples to apples. Mine still actually has the box, but we'll please them. Go open box, 6 available. I'm going to come down here to sold, and we had 40 sold. Oh my gosh, I cannot do the math, but that's like 40 times the amount. Like, unbelievable. 6 available, 40 have sold in the last 90 days. This is a hot item. Super hot item. So it sold for $50 within days of listing it. Absolute days. So that one was $3 day that I paid for that. Another item, like I said, was this Sony camera, and I'm going to show you that here on this screen. The Sony camera, same idea. We've got 42 available. I just put in the candy cam, the model number, 42 available, And when I filter down to sold, we've got 109. So when you're looking at 42 available, 109 sold, was that 50 to 100? That is 200% sell through rate. It is double. So I'm not great at numbers, but double the sell through rate. So 200% on this little camera. So when I paid up, I paid $15. So I call that paying up, but $15 at a garage sale. It had the charger. I trusted them that it worked. Yes, it was a $15 gamble, but I get home, I charge it up, and this bad boy does work. So yeah, you can hear the little noise. Maybe you can see it starting to fire up here. I did charge it because it had the cable and it worked just fine. Sold less than a week from listing it. So we love high sell-through rate. Another one comes down to Logitech. That's a really good sell-through rate item in general. This joystick, I got offers the first day that I listed it. That's how you know I bought it right. So Logitech, when they're different types of items, this is a joystick. What do you call it? A shifter for racing when you're playing like Forza games or Gran Turismo games. That's what you want. So that one was also a really good sell-through rate. So now to talk about the time that I am okay paying for an item with a lower sell-through rate. And that is when the item is worth as much as it is. Okay. So I'm not going to buy something that has a sell-through of less than 5% when I'm going to store it forever. This is still going to sell. It's still a solid 25-30% sell-through. So I'm going to say comfortably within the next 6 months, I should easily sell it. And if I underprice it just a smidge, it should sell even faster. And this here is a brand new in package Canon EOS Rebel T6, brand new in its package. I paid $50 for this at a garage sale. It is a full bundle, you guys. So we've got a 32 gigabyte memory stick, a brand new Canon camera bag, and move my tape so I don't stab it. We've got a brand new sealed lens, still factory sealed. We have a brand new camera. This thing is brand spanking new, you guys. I kind of peeked into it when I was at the sale just to make sure I'm not buying a box of rocks. But it is all still factory freaking sealed. Factory sealed. This has not even been removed. Like, I'm almost scared to even take it out of the box when I do my pictures because that's how new this item is. It's got all of its manuals. I'm going to tuck that in here. It's got its brand new DVD that's going to teach you how to use it. What else is down here? Yeah, just more of its literature stuff. So, brand spanking new, you guys. Have I mentioned this is new? Let's head over to the computer and I'm going to pull up what these sell-through rates were and explain why I still bought it. Okay, so if we come over here, we're going to go to Canon Rebel, what did I just call it? T6. Bundle. All right, so we're going to filter to new because mine is new. We have 4 available. And this is when I typed in bundle. If I were to just say the camera, the rates are going to be a little bit different. So I looked at both, but we'll start with the bundle. 4 sold. And we have 49 available. So this one is a smaller sell-through as a bundle when you're actually listing it as a bundle. But when I'm looking at these listings, a lot of them are not really new, like brand new, and you have it out of the box. Like, that's not brand new. That would be open box. When people are showing just the stock pictures, like, and these are priced at $1,000. I can't even compare apples to apples on this one, okay? Because a lot of those they're just priced way too high. They're made up bundles of stuff that they're probably going to buy on Amazon. So it's really hard to compare apples to apples on that. But when I come over here and I just put in the camera, T6 camera, we have 98 available. This is going to be a little more comparable. So here we've got, I think this is the same bundle. We've got the brand new lens, the brand new bag, battery, camera, box is hiding back there. So this one's pretty close to what my package is. So $700 for that one available. And then I'm going to filter to sold. And we've got 24 sold. So what did I say, 100 available, 24 sold. I'm pretty happy with that. When we're looking down here, this is a bundle that might be pretty close to the bundle I have, if not the same one. 2 lenses. Yeah, this might actually be my bundle. 2 lenses, the memory card is kind of hiding the camera, the bag. They did an auction, not a smart move. Here we've got a $600 that sold, 600 that sold. Again, we're calling this brand new. That's not new. 500. So I'm gonna price it at $500 plus shipping, and I'm happy with it. Yeah, here we've got open box for 500, just the camera for 500. All right, so my mindset is I'm fine taking an item that has 100 available, 25 sold, when I know my bundle is going to be a lot better than the ones that are listed. So, okay, my friends, I hope you learned something today. The number one thing is sell-through rate. Always, always pay attention to that. It's exciting when you see that an item is worth some really good money, but when you see that the item's not selling, it doesn't matter how much it's worth. If you like this video, if you like more content about reselling, whether it's tips or what sold, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. And also, down in that description box, I do have a link to a free BOLO list. I have comprised a PDF of all the top items that I am always on the lookout for. So that is free to you as a viewer. Subscribe down below. It'll give you a link over to my link tree where I have other stuff about reselling, but download that BOLO list today and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I don't remember if I said that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.